Hello and welcome to another episode of Inside the Gates,
where we're going to bring you all of the latest updates from Disney, Universal and theme parks worldwide.
Inside the Gates, if you will.
Inside the Gates, which we're no longer counting because we can't count anymore.
It was risky business, wasn't it?
It is always risky business.
I ain't counting it anymore.
Right, Chloe, where do you want to start?
I want to quickly talk about the Disney Experience app because there's been a bit of an update.
I want to talk about an app. Let's go.
I want to talk about an app. So they are trialing a few things now on the Disney app a bit more. And one thing they've added is a new app feature which you can go on to the 3 lines and click try now somewhere deep in the app. And basically it's about finding merchandise.
Okay.
So rather than having to go up to a cast member and go, hey, where can I find this
and doing
thing?
like a stock check.
Yes.
That's really useful.
Yeah.
Good job,
it'll tell
Disney.
you whereabouts in Disney World you can find that item. So they're just testing it at the moment. But actually I think that shouldn't be too difficult of a task.
Yeah.
I would just take it with a pinch of salt. Like if it says it's got like 10 or less,
just know,
I wouldn't rush over there.
Yeah, I would personally want to know how live the system is.
Yes.
Because obviously it's not going to be a case of like scan, I can see that that's already gone down. Like it might be one of those things where it kind of auto refreshes every half day or every day.
Yeah.
Like that's a good...
But that's cool.
But a good idea. I like that. One of the things that I've noticed this week is that Selfridges has put up its show... Christmas lights.
Yes.
And so the exterior
London is very Disney right now.
I was going to say the exterior of the Oxford Street store, if you haven't seen it already, it's got a sort of replica on the outside on the corner of Sleeping Beauty Castle from Paris. And then these just beautiful starlights all around it.
Disney,
it looks
or
absolutely
Fortnum's?
wonderful. No, this is Selfridges, my love.
Selfridges, that's it.
Not Fortnum
Sorry.
and Mason. They have no association.
That's it.
But Selfridges have got the
Yes.
Disney collaboration happening at the moment across all of their stores.
Yeah.
So they've got it in Birmingham and they've also got it in Manchester, I think.
Maybe. Sure.
Maybe.
Why not?
Who knows? What else is happening?
Lovely. Well, this is something actually a bit more governmental to do with Florida.
Cool, you are loads of fun today, aren't you?
There
Here's
is
some
currently
government updates, here's some
a
app
US
updates.
government shutdown. I'm not going to go into detail about that part of it because I actually don't really know what's going on there. But there's a lot of talk about airports being affected with delays and cancelled flights. Now, if you see that and you've got an international flight coming up to go to Orlando soon, don't panic too much. So it's mainly affecting your internal flights. I would just plan for a little bit more time delay at the airports because they've got short staffing, and keep an eye on your flight. I'm not saying no international flights are being cancelled. Do not take that information, but don't read that being like all flights are being cancelled. No, internationals are not being targeted as ones to be cancelled going into the airports.
Yeah, because actually a lot of the unions and the association that's related to the government lockdown is pretty much all internal.
And if they need to lessen the amount of flights coming in, they're not going to do the one flight flying from, I don't know, London to Tampa,
Sure.
when it could be one of your 10 flights going Atlanta to Orlando. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Doesn't
absolutely.
make sense. So don't panic. We had a message from some people and they were like, what does this mean? And I'm like, you're fine.
You're all good.
Okay.
You're all good. Don't
Travel
have to worry
agent
about
Chloe
it.
says you're all good.
However, when we're talking about people being better together, Zootopia Better Together has actually officially opened in Animal Kingdom. Now, I have tried my best to avoid any spoilers for the actual show, but I have seen some reviews circulating and they're very mixed at the moment. I am someone that I don't like to make a judgment before I've actually seen it myself, so I'm kind of looking forward to actually seeing what they've done, but lots of people are saying it doesn't really add much value. There's a couple of people have called it like a glorified promotion of Zootopia 2, and that it kind of doesn't have a heart as such.
Okay.
So, yeah, that...
Do the reviews say if it's better than Tough to Be a Bug?
Well, lots of people are saying they should bring back It's Tough to Be a Bug, as in it was a better show, is what the argument is. So, but that's not necessarily for me to comment on.
Do you find this is a thing at the moment where Disney, they change their rides and they make it not as like dark as such, but actually it takes away a lot of the story. So like Tiana's, for example, so it hasn't really got an edge to it. Whereas like Splash Mountain, you had the Brer Fox and Brer Bear.
Absolutely.
And then this, you've now maybe not got. You had a hopper in Tough to Be a Bug. Mm-hmm. You had a bit of like the scary spiders.
Yeah.
And this
here you have Gazelle.
Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. So you got Shakira. Like that's.
Yeah.
So is that maybe what Disney are losing on? Is that it's just being sounds silly, but all
it's
a bit too happy.
Nice.
It's just all nice.
No, I get it. I get it completely. We've also got some announcements happening from Festival of the Arts. Now, I did say actually last week that it wouldn't be for a while until they announced the Disney on Broadway series, but they've actually already announced them. So you can find the full comprehensive list on the Disney website, but a couple of the ones that stood out to me. So this is for 2026, and this is happening January and February. The ones that stood out were Sierra.
Yes, I'm gutted. She is on my list of people to see. She's high up. Yeah. Sorry, I can't quite.
She's been in Phantom. She played the original Little Mermaid on Broadway. Josh Strickland as well. Josh Strickland, original Tarzan on Broadway, and then also Susan Egan. Yeah. As well, who was the musical voice of Megara. Yeah. Is also involved in the series. It's a really spectacular.
She played Belle on Broadway.
She did indeed. She did. So this is the thing, is they have a wonderful lineup, and they have really got some top people this year. So definitely look out for that. Obviously Christmas has arrived in all of the parks.
To be fair, I've got a note here saying Christmas trees are up.
Yeah, Christmas trees are everywhere across all of the parks. So if you are heading to Florida anytime soon, you will get all of the snow and the Christmassy goodness. Now I want to give you a quick update regarding the Grand Floridian, because the Grand Floridian are opening the Perch, which is the sort of bird cage bar, and they have actually released a menu, which is really, really exciting. So it does feature wine and beer and champagne, but also 2 signature cocktails. So you've got the Floridian 75, which is a gin, citrus cordial, and lemon, topped with Taittinger La France Brut champagne, which is quite a nice one. And then you've also got a Sunshine State rum Sazerac, which is basically rum, Demerara, you know what that is, an absinthe rinse, some bitters, and lemon essence.
I didn't hear the word margarita.
No, there is not a margarita. There's only 2 cocktails on the entire menu, and those are the 2 that we've got.
It's a small bar.
What else have you got, Claire?
I've got something about Legoland.
Far away.
Right. So Legoland, California and Florida are getting a brand new Lego Galaxy indoor galactic coaster.
God, there was a lot of galactic stuff there.
Space-themed family coaster that takes families inside a universe of Lego imagination powered by intergalactic adventure. So this is a $90 million investment, and California and Florida resorts are hosting a nationwide contest. So if you live in America, this could be for you, in search for a team of junior Galaxy explorers who will be the first to ride the Galactic Coaster.
So if you want to be a galactic explorer, get in contact with Legoland.
So the indoor coaster marks Legoland, California's first new roller coaster in 2 decades. Wow. And Florida's first new coaster in 15 years. And apparently
as in from Legoland.
From Legoland, yeah.
I was going to say.
So each immersive mission will take explorers on a completely customised journey into Lego space.
Nice.
I'm really intrigued.
Lovely. We haven't touched Legoland in Florida.
No.
So maybe that will have to be on the bucket list.
I want to go when this coaster's open, because I want to know how an immersive mission can be a thing.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Love immersion.
And that's by riding it, okay? So obviously as part of Zootopia Better Together being released and opening, Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde are now officially meeting at Animal Kingdom. So you can meet them in front of the Tree of Life opposite Discovery Trading Company. Now they are meeting in a slightly different way to how you would normally do it. So instead of it being like a virtual queue, it is operating for a virtual queue system, but what you have to actually do is go up to the cast member, let them know how many people are in your party, and then they will text you when to come back. So it sounds like a bit of a faff, to be honest. Yeah. It didn't really get me. Obviously we are celebrating the release of Wicked for Good. So all of the sort of merchandise, all the food and drink in Universal around the Wicked store, and all of the props have also changed over, which is pretty exciting. We've also got Shanghai Disney Resort has announced a 4th themed hotel that is going to be coming.
Oh, lovely.
So I don't know whether you know, Shanghai Disneyland basically hit a massive milestone recently. It just had its 100 millionth guest come through the doors. Wow. So they basically announced that they are doing a very, very similar hotel to like the Disneyland Hotel in Paris. So in other words, it's one that is literally connected to the opening of of the park itself. So I think that's pretty cool.
Well, at Universal in Orlando, from now until the 20th of November, Forbidden Journey's closed, guys.
What?
I know. Maintenance work.
For what?
Maintenance work.
Well,
That's all I can
There's
tell you.
only one way for us to find out. So Disney Cruise Line has also showcased the
Love Disney
entire
Cruise.
layout of the Disney Destiny.
Oh, yes.
So if you don't already know, the Disney Destiny is basically centered around heroes and villains as a theme. So it's going to have World of Marvel restaurant. It's going to have 1923. But then it also has a Pride Lands Feast of the Lion King, which is a Savannah-inspired venue. Then you've also got live shows of Frozen and Hercules. You've got an Aquamouse roller coaster, or water coaster, with a villainous twist.
This is the Destiny, isn't it?
This is the Destiny.
Yeah, so if anyone's been on one of the other Wish class ships, just so I can try and explain it, the Lion King show would be where Coco or the Frozen show is. What was the other dinner shows you said, sorry?
So you've also got 1923 and you've got the Marvel.
So they will be the same place
They're
they
the
always
exact
are.
same ones. Yeah. And then you've also got the Sanctum Lounge, which is obviously centered around Doctor Strange. And then you've also got DeVille's Lounge, which is the piano lounge inspired by 101 Dalmatians.
Sounds really good because on the fantasy, the kids zone had a Doctor Strange area. It was really cool, but I could only go in there when it was the open house because it's the kids club.
Oh, and also not forgetting about the kids, they've got a Toy Story splash pad as well.
Yeah, they do.
Which sounds fantastic.
Very nice.
Did you see who won Best House and Best Scare Zone at the Halloween Horror Night Awards?
No.
Right, so the Cat Lady from Crooked Lane won the Best Scare Zone, and Terrifier was voted as the Best House of this year. But did you also see what was hinted on the final night of Halloween Horror Nights?
Oh, no.
Okay, so if you were in El Artista on the final night of Halloween Horror Nights, you would have seen a very strange symbol at the end of the house being projected. And that was the symbol of Dr. Oddfellow, who was obviously the icon in 2023.
Right. Look at my arm right now.
Very, very cool,
Goosebumps.
right?
Goosebumps.
Okay. Now, Dr. Oddfellow is also very, very closely associated with Jack the Clown. He's the kind of mentor of him. So lots of rumours are circulating because there were also a couple of little nods to Jack the Clown. Lots of people are saying, or the initial rumours that are circulating are, is there going to be like a kind of master versus,
student
a versus house would be really, really cool.
That would be
I
cool.
love the sound of. So yeah, that is one that's also being hinted. And then the last thing that I want to speak about is actually from a Disney Imagineering point of view. Now, if you don't already, go and follow Disney Imagineering on YouTube because they post really cool little glimpses of what is coming to the park and what's changing. So one of the things that they have posted recently, now it was like a 1-minute video and it was loads of little snapshots. So one of them is them making like a fake cloud with loads of fiber optics. So lots of people are rumoring that that's going to be in the new Encanto themed Tropical Americas ride. It looks really, really cool. They kind of turn all the lights off and you can see it like thundering and everything like that. That was really, really cool. They're also working on a special water feature, which is like a very, very high pressure water blast. Very, very similar to like a geyser. So Piston Peak. And then the other thing was a really weird, like they're playing around with this kind of type of projection mapping, but also playing around with like fake fire and how to project fake fire and create those effects. Because obviously you got the very classic effect that is used in Pirates of the Caribbean, but then they're playing around with more of a like an LED version of it, which again it looks very, very similar to like the fire that you would get from maybe a Maleficent or a Hades. So rumours circulating, could that be early signs of technology and imagery that's going to go into Villains Land? Wow. So lots of things circulating. Now,
Right.
We haven't actually got a question for you this
No,
week.
I got
We didn't
two
pose any
things
things, but Chloe's got a couple of things
to talk about. First thing, we have merchandise.
We do.
And we didn't mention it in the last episode.
So sorry.
So it is, when this episode comes out, it is live at the moment. There's a link in our Instagram bio and it is open until the 14th of November. And then the shop will be closing and that's when we're going to order everything in to then send out to you guys. So you've got a week left to order. We've got the Stephen t-shirt, the Chloe t-shirt and the general Parks and Pals one. So
if you don't want to pick a favourite, choose the middle one.
And just want to say thank you to everyone so far that's ordered a t-shirt. It means so much.
I
love
you.
it.
And
Love
what
it
was
very
the other
much.
thing you had, Chloe?
And the other thing, if you are going to Disney within the next year, I would like to do a big shout out to my sister Sophie. She has just gone to Disney World today to do her cultural exchange program or cultural representative program. So she'll be working in the Epcot Pavilion in the food and beverage area. So fish and chip shop, Rose and Crown, depending what time of year you go, she'll be somewhere in that area. So if you're there, go and say hi.
And if you're a fan of the podcast, go and ask her what is the best toilet and she will just point you towards the UK Pavilion toilets.
Or ask her what her favourite Parks and Powers podcast episode is, because she does listen as well. So
she is an avid listener as well.
Yeah, she does enjoy them. So
but also, thank you very much for having a listen, and thank you for joining us for all of these wonderful updates. We'll be back on Tuesday with another full-length episode where we are ranking all of the rides at Epic Universe. So stay tuned for that, and we will see you all in the next episode.
Bye.
We can cry when it's over.